Hello, and welcome to the Final Fantasy Randomizer Fall League 2025 Showcase race. We're showing off one of the flag sets that will be done in the actual races. This is the flag set for Week 4. I'm joined in the booth here by Mechlin. Mechlin, how's it going?
It is going pretty good tonight. I'm pretty excited to watch this flag set in action. Seems like a lot of fun.
I think it's a lot of fun. It's got some twists and turns. This one is called Topsy Turvy, but I think it's going to be fun watching our runners do it, and my hope is that everyone's going to have fun running it in practice and in the tournament.
Yeah, I ran I think 2 or 3 of these in the past couple weeks since they were released, and I had a lot of fun with them personally. But I also do enjoy like random chaos stuff. So the curveballs that were thrown out, they were confusing, but like at the same time, I wasn't like, it didn't feel detrimental to my experience. In fact, I just kind of laughed about a lot of the things that end up happening. So
Well, that's good. We're going to get the race started in about a minute here, but just in super brief for folks who haven't read the flag set or might not remember all of it, this is an entrance and town shuffle, but not floor shuffle. So any entrance can be anything except Canaria. But once you get into something, if you get Earth 1, you'll be in Earth 2, Earth 3, Earth 4, Earth 5 after that. It is 3 loose with a fairly random set of incentivized locations. I believe it's Volcano, Sea, Sky, Ice, Marsh, and then Canaria locked. Yeah, and with 23 incentive items, like I said, it's 3 loose. And we have vertical and horizontal dungeon flips on. So if you see a room and you're like, wait, what is that? It's something else, but sideways, or upside down. Or sideways and upside down.
the sideways and upside downs are the ones that really confuse me, and I'm just like, what game am I even playing anymore? What it feels like.
Well, it is still Final Fantasy Randomizer. It still has the same. There's no procedurally generated. Actually, there might be procedurally generated Waterfall, but nothing else. We got a Bane Sword +2 kicking off here. And you can choose whatever party you want, but both players went Thief Fighter, Red Black. We've got Ice 3, Fast. They looked at the white magic so quickly I didn't even see it. We'll get to see it again on Kumo's side here. Cure 4 and Harm 3 not bad either, but with Ice 3, that's fine. Matoya has the Lobster?
It should be the Ruby.
Makes sense.
Fun flag for the Ruby to be able to have different names, so I turned that on, so I kind of recognize a lot of them. Lobster's a fun one.
No, Lobster's good. And we got the pirate fight already.
Yeah, was that Canary Castle?
I think it would have to be. I can't imagine where else. Oh, Fizzle not checking Canaria Castle immediately. I guess I wanted to learn the encounter table.
Looks like we're trying to take a fight to get some experience so that that red mage doesn't die instantly like it just did. Adamant from Vicky, and I can't tell what that NPC is sitting behind them. Kind of looked like a bat to me, but I don't... Oh, I guess it'd be a fairy.
It could be a fairy, or it could be like a keys-looking thing? I'm not sure. We got a fun Zelda tile set here, but I don't know the overworld for all the characters.
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh, we got Temper at level 2. Kumo's not interested in a recruit. I expect they'll both just stick with these. Floater is in Lefane, so probably won't be there for a while.
You know, that said that it was behind a man in Lefane. Does that mean that it's actually in Lefane? Because I know sometimes like the hints will suggest that it is the actual physical location entrance instead of the what is inside of the entrance. But I don't know how that particular hint works in that case.
I think usually they describe the actual entrance you go in, but in this case, I don't think you can get to Lefane, so it probably means the town. Taking a quick look at the flag set. Yeah, we have Northern Docks and Bahamut Cardia Dock, but we do not have like Bridge to Lefane or Lefane River Dock, so I guess in that case, we will be seeing Lefane somewhere before Lefane.
I do believe that was a white mage behind Vicky as well. Getting a look on Fizzle's side.
Yeah, I'm guessing Fizzle's not going to take the white mage.
What does our white mage even have? We didn't talk about Blursing. Plus 20 vitality, resist, peditist, petist? I don't know. However you want to say it. It's basically half a ribbon. Warmech. Oh, was that a Warmech in the wild? That was that was one of those flags where I was like, wait, what is this? I didn't see this flag turned on. What's happening now?
It's just a little extra Warmech for fun.
Yeah. Oh, there's Lefane.
Oh.
Okay.
We'll see Lefane very soon. We do still need the translated slab to get it, though.
Yeah, that could be the hard part, is locating the slab and Melman to get that turned in. But I can't imagine it'll be too long. We're probably going to need that to finish out the seed. Although it could be floaterless. Never know. We never know. Provoca being the one side of the Titan's tunnel. So potentially that rod coming, or the ruby, going to be important.
That's true. Fizzle taking a second to think. As Kumo is headed back. You mentioned the Blursings. The White Mage does have half a ribbon. I can imagine going for that in some situations, but not surprised that they're not doing it here. Fighter has elemental magic and plus 50 agility. That seems pretty solid.
That's a pretty big bonus in agility, especially for the fighter. Definitely will feel that later on. But it has the Massacre stun, which is kind of it's not the worst of those Blursings, but it's definitely annoying. It's just about how quickly your fighter can then stun break. Another Warmech sighting.
Yeah, we do have in the incentives. Actually, Masamune is not incentivized. We have Power Bonk, Roostick, Ribbon, and then the Vorpal. That's the only sword that's guaranteed in an incentive location. And we do have these trapped boxes.
Yeah, what are those about?
These have, I believe there's actually a bunch of them. It has all rare treasures and all key items.
Okay. Allocating formations, I see. So, yep. If I understand that, that's any of the A side or B side encounters, along with any encounter in the game, is what I understand it. But I could be wrong.
I don't think so. I've actually got the flag up. It's all alternate formations, so there's 116 of them. I think that means B-sides?
Okay, yeah, that would make sense.
This sentry is not going down.
Yeah, where did you set the scaling at for this? 80 to 180 for enemies. Okay. That's not unreasonable, but that can definitely make enemies like the sentries a little bit more difficult to take down. Get that higher pull of HP, plus the amping up the absorb on them. Although, we're using magic and it's not doing a whole lot. So,
yeah, I think they're only weak to lightning magic, and we don't have... Oh, it's not in the Blursing either.
Of course not. Of course. We're just running out of magic trying to get to it.
And we do have set RNG, so Kumo making the play to swap 2 characters to be able to get off all of the Ice 3s. Fizzle gets through it. It's an Ice Armor +3. Good piece of gear, but the experience is probably more valuable than the armor.
Yeah, and Fizzle's poor red mage is not able to be able to keep standing either. You mentioned set RNG.
Leave it down.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh yeah, go ahead. No, we should talk about set RNG.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Set RNG. So how exactly does that work? Like, I understand the basic principles of it. It's just like any encounter that you face, the enemy should be doing the exact same thing every turn. But what other things does that kind of affect?
It mostly affects things like what the enemies do, what order things go in, and how much damage things do.
Okay.
And so that if your level changes, or if you move what slot you're in, or a couple things like that, the situation will change. But if you just like come in off of a save and go into the same fight, you're going to get the same exact results. Sometimes you can take advantage of that and do some really clever things, and other times it's a huge pain.
Okay. Now that works for your damage spells and stuff as well, right? It'll work the same way every turn that you do it. Like, so like, if you do like a rub turn 4 on slot 3, it'll always do either kill or non-kill kind of thing.
That's right. And actually with this war mech popping up a bunch, if you wanted, you could take an instant kill spell and see if you could find a slot where it hit. It's only going to be 3 and 256 for everything, I think. But if you find one, it'll be true every time.
That might have just slightly better odds because it's the only thing that Warmech does not resist. But I'm pretty sure it's not much more than a 3 and 256, so might be like maybe an extra 3 points on that.
Yeah, 3 points is 3 points. It's out of 256. That's not too big. Fizzle gets away from those airs and goes back in with all the armor off. I like this move a lot. Save on game over is on, so that actually saved a bunch of time.
Yeah, save on game over is definitely one of those flags that I really enjoy in entrance shuffles or even like no overworld stuff like that. It helps when you don't have the exit spells to get out quickly. It works basically the same way. We're trying to throw Bane Swords out, and that is also going to be a 3 and 256 because all the elementals I know do resist the poison insta-kills, so Bane and Brack will not work. But there's always that slight chance.
Yeah, because they resist, but they're not immune to it, right?
I believe so. I believe there's still like there's that hopeful chance that it will land.
We got the Hooray Dwarf, and we do have the Adamant, so okay, Chime, and access to another Black Mage if we want one.
Oh, did you turn on Chime Shuffle?
I think that is not on...
Oh, it is.
Shuffle time access include towns. Alright.
Alright, so that Chime could be very important, but I guess we won't know unless Kumo forgets to turn in the Adamant. Oh, Fire 3 and Warp. Levels 3. Warp.
Ooh.
Fantastic.
The Warp is excellent, and getting level 3 and level 4 magic. Oh, learnable life too. That's great. This is pretty good. Some of these early trapped boxes are really challenging, but most of them you don't actually have to do. Most of them are just gear.
I think it's like 48 boxes or so is what has the gear in it. Then the rest of them it'd be about 20 of them that would have the items. At most 20 of them. we have NPCs. Well, so that takes down. There's actually only really going to be about 6 or 7, maybe. I would think.
It's up to 9. It could
Up
be
to
up
9.
to 9.
Okay. My math is not well tonight. Oxiel in Northwest Castle. What was in Northwest Castle?
I think that was Dwarf. But we know it's not that first Xbox in the, like, 2-pack at the beginning. So either it's with Nerik, I believe is the name of the dwarf that blows up the canal. Or it could be in Dwarfland.
I think with it saying Dwarf Cave... Oops, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Kumo here really trying to take down this last air, using the defense sword to gain evasion on the fighter. I do like that. I think, personally, I would have given up on this chest by now, but he does get it. Oh, we just saw Fizzle getting hit by the vertical flip, and it is the Oxiel. Okay.
Oh, okay. That gives us another dungeon entrance. Well, another entrance in general, I guess. OnRec requires the use of the Oxiel to get down the submarine. Yeah, you were saying the flip floors over here. This is at least what, vertical flip, right? No, horizontal?
That one was definitely vertical. It might have also been horizontal, I couldn't tell.
Trying to think about the placement of the chests in that room. I think it is just the one.
Well, Kuma running into a ton of war mechs there.
Yeah, okay, it is just the one flip. Not a double. Oh, 3 blue Ds in a chest. Do we have the firepower to take that out? Oh no, but we're gonna give it a shot.
We've already seen one loose. And Earth is not incentivized, so if this was an incentive item, it'd be one of the remaining 2 loose. And I don't know if our runners today have this, but I recommend, if you're running these, like, keeping notes on that, because once you know you have your loose, you can avoid a lot more of these fights.
Right, all the incentives are random location in the respective areas, though, right? So we are going to have to inspect a lot of those boxes, in those dungeons at least. But yeah, we could skip things like ordeals. We could just completely skip. You mentioned Earth Cave as well.
Yeah. Here they ran into it early, so they're probably going to take most of them.
Oh, this floor is very confusing flipped. This floor is rough navigating in general without even the flip. Because Fizzle's a little confused about where we're going.
Made it eventually, but yeah, it can be a bit tricky. Not opening any of the chests. I mean, they're not going to have anything great in them, probably. But they could have experience. And if you already walked all the way. I don't know, you're still saving the time.
Yeah, probably shaving about 5 or 6 seconds off of that, not checking that full room.
See if there's anything in here. We got at least one. This should... Okay, the Ice 3 is going to help on this one.
Oh yeah, that's gonna... 420 damage on the first one. That was a max crit roll, I think.
I think so.
For a pro ring +5, which is pretty good piece of gear to find.
No, that's great. We did see them for sale, but they're a lot of money, so picking one up for free is awesome.
Yeah, I won't say no to a free pro ring. Especially +5. Okay,
I think this Earth 3 is horizontal and vertical flip.
I think you might be right, because it looks extra funky to me. That's about how I can tell, is whenever they feel the extra funk.
Yeah. You just kind of get the vibe of it, and you're like, something here is very strange.
Yeah, imagine trying to get to TFC room on this floor. That might have been TFC
well, we
room?
just saw it.
I was gonna say, that might have been? Oh.
Oh, this image encounter is horrible.
Yeah, that's not fun. I mean, at least we have save on game over, and I guess we're gonna go ahead and stroll through Volcano instead now, which is also a flipped floor.
And there will be an incentive in here. Yeah, Warmech on the hunt. We have seen, at least at their current levels, you can't run from Warmech successfully until the second turn, and you're always going to take some damage off of Fire 3. You're guaranteed to get away, but you can see Fizzle's Red Mage just hasn't gotten any levels because that slot gets hit too hard by Warmech. We got both players in Volcano. Kuma was checking some of these extra chests. Maybe looking for experience, I'm not sure.
Yeah, free experience chests are something that I will never turn away from. And what is it set to? 3,000 to 6,000? Okay, so that's a pretty decent chunk of experience, too. To find laying around in a box that gives you a couple of levels early on. It could do wonders for that poor Red Mage on Fizzle's side.
As long as you pick it up while they're alive.
That's the tricky part.
Yeah.
Right,
I
so
do like the use of the Bane Sword here.
Oh yeah. I mean, if I have a Bane Sword and the Thief has nothing else better to do, Bane Sword away. Ooh.
Opal Bracelet.
Yeah, that's a nice piece of defensive equipment for that Red Mage who's taking a dirt nap. Still.
Yeah, one nice thing about save on game over is that you're always going to get them back eventually. Although it does mean it's hard to put characters down forever if you want to do that. Kumo's a little bit behind in this room, but I think actually at a slightly higher level. I saw 13 there, and I think Fizzle might still be at 12. Not a big difference, though.
It could be just the difference on things like that RNG though, since it would take. Oh, I guess you don't have. Do you? I have to look now. Experimental flags. No intelligence effects spells. Oh, you have one on here. Armor resist damage tiles. That's an interesting flag I've not seen. I didn't know that was even on.
It's a fun one. Oh, and we got a ribbon in here. That's great.
Oh, fantastic.
So much. But yeah, armor resisting damage tiles means that if you have armor, there's the canoe. That's great. Oh no.
Oh, the metal slime tile. That's a fantastic tile if we have Fire 3 or Nuke to take that care of that, but I don't think we have either of those. Oh, we do have Fire 3.
We do have Fire 3, but they get the initiative, so I don't think you want to take it yet. Yeah, if you're wearing the ice armor, which actually I believe this fighter is wearing the ice armor for both players, you are protected from lava tiles. For just that character.
Okay, that's interesting. And I assume that the flame armor does the same for the ice tiles then?
Absolutely. I think I also learned this flag existed when I went to look, and it's like, do we want anything for the beta flags in here? I was like, wait, armor resist damage tiles? That's fun. And it will actually come up in this specific situation, so that's cool. Like the armor. Hmm?
Yeah, I mean, means you don't have to stop and heal along the way whenever we're descending, because I assume we're just gonna go ahead and descend at this point. We have the save on game over. Oh, yep, we're unequipping everything, so we are going to just burn our HP out here. Want to get that party back up quickly. Suppose it's probably the best way to do it, considering towns are a little far away from us right now.
Fair. I guess taking the armor off makes sense. Oh, you know you can get an encounter here. That's why. Okay.
There we go. And remembering to re-equip things. Bonus points.
That's important. Oh, putting the ribbon on the life caster. I like it.
This is one of those floors. That was...
Fizzle did not hesitate.
No.
Just absolutely knew where to go. That's awesome.
That's a double flipped floor, too. And Flizzle just walking through it like a boss.
Love to see it. I mean, that's what I think will be helpful for folks here, is to actually practice some of this and just see these rooms often enough that it's not as big of a deal. This one looks horizontally flipped as well, I think.
I think it's just the one flip, yeah. It appears that way. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have the double flip. Actually, that was something I was curious about, not having used these flags in conjunction enough. If one floor in the dungeon is like that, are all floors of the dungeon like that, or is it still completely random? Because I know it's completely random in general on if a dungeon is flipped or not. I wasn't sure if the floors were similar or not.
I think it is random per floor.
Okay.
For example, like Fire 2 here is flipped vertically, but we saw another floor that was flipped horizontally.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that is the same dungeon we were in. Is it gonna attempt to take on a carry here?
That's exciting. Yeah, piling up everything good on the fighter. Probably just going to defense sword some. We do have fast and temper, so we can just take that approach. Oh, we have confusion!
Trying to cheeky confuse on carry. And a Bane. Yeah, the thief really doesn't have much else to do, so... Like I said, might as well just throw it out there. Uh-oh.
Maybe that
loss
confuse
of
was
Fizzle
too
briefly.
cheeky and it accidentally hit the nest here. Hopefully it'll be back soon. In the meantime, Kumo decides to leave Volcano. Has the canoe... Oh, we're gonna revive people here. And we'll see if he decides to keep going at what he's been bashing his head against, or if he decides to actually take a different tack. Because with a canoe, you have access to 3 more entrances, right? Volcano, Ice, and Crescent Lake. Macklin might be behind the scenes, making sure that we get Fizzle back when available. So I'll just keep talking to y'all here.
Yeah, I'm working, clicking some buttons, trying to get Fizzle back up here.
That's important. Buttons got to get clicked. Kumo is coming back here. I do think that's reasonable. You do need to take out the fiends. You know, you've done a bunch of the items now. You don't actually have to open anything. Kumo does not have that confidence and does go right first in that room. And we're back against Carrie still. Oh, looks like Carrie was confused, but just got unconfused. And we are buffing the fighter.
Harry also managed to mute that thief to make that thief completely useless.
That thief did 2 hits for 2 damage. That
chip damage, I guess. Yeah, that could make a difference.
Probably not, but you know, you got to participate.
Yeah. Participation trophies are important.
That's our first orbit, around 28 minutes. This has been a bit of a slow start. Sometimes this kind of flag set, it can be hard to get going, but then once you do, things get going pretty quickly.
Yeah, kind of like
Bahamut.
Kind of compounds on its as it goes.
Yeah.
What kind of experience scaling did we have put on these? 2.5. Oh, 7.7 per item. Your thought there?
Well, I think a lot of, like, the beginner flag set here has 10% per item. And that's perfectly reasonable, but with all of these trapped boxes that you have to open, and with the fairly generous experience in boxes, you don't need as much from any given fight. And so I turned it down a little bit just to make things like grinding more of a decision.
Okay.
You can take any party you want here. Maybe you could end up with a black belt here. I don't think I would use a black belt most of the time, but I don't know. I'm curious to see what people do.
Confused old man. Oh, this is a fun flag for sure. Stop moving so that we can talk to you. Oh, that said something about the power bonk being in Melmond?
Yes. Oh, we have the canal, so now we need the ship, and we are free to explore a bunch of the world. Kumo trying to find where Carrie is. Sometimes you can tell that there's a flip, but not which way.
Yeah, it's the staircase placement for this one, but I don't think it... Can't remember if it tells you which direction the floor is, if it's going to be horizontal and vertical, or if it's just going to show one of those.
I think it only shows vertical. Oh, here's our proc-gen waterfall.
Oh, fantastic.
I think Kumo, tragically, is going to hit the correct one absolutely last. Oh, but using warp! Okay. That's not bad. And we'll see how this carry fight goes. Almost out of heal potions. Wouldn't be surprised to see a similar, like, just power up the fighter strat. Yeah, looks like that's what we're getting.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. We have the fast, the temper, and the fighter is probably the best geared of the party members. I had to step away for just a brief moment. My cats, I don't know what they were doing, but they made a loud crash sound. Everything seems to be okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what it
That's
was.
good.
Who knows?
We got... You got a bunch of them, right? So it could have been anybody doing anything.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I decided to run to make sure that nothing was broken. It seems okay, but Kumo seemed to be having the mute. And what was that? Mute touch? Then I didn't actually see a mute spell come out. Okay, interesting.
We got TNT from the robot in Waterfall. And the loose ship.
Oh, so that's our second loose item, correct?
I believe so, unless that ribbon was incentivized, but I believe the ribbon was not.
I didn't hear a jingle, but...
Yeah.
Because I think we also did find the canoe in Volcano, correct?
Yes, and there's no loose and incentivized dungeon, so we still have one loose out.
Okay.
Now, where is the ship going to show up? If it was in Ice Cave, but Ice Cave was Waterfall.
It should still show up at Provoca, if I'm not mistaken. Since it does use the vanilla map as a guide instead of any kind of map edits we have, and since the path between Ice and Volcano is a rando edit, it should place the ship back there, which it did. We saw Fizzle hop on there.
It did, and we got Fizzle in the water.
That's one of those things that I stared at the diagram or the info on the wiki. I had that pulled up for a long time, looking at all those things. So, ship placement where it spawned is an interesting thing. Now, if you ever play AP, it should always spawn at Canaria. And I think that's just because AP can't determine as easily of where you attained the ship from. So it just defaults to Canaria.
Oh, that's true. It could be a lot of places, huh?
Now, there's the incentive ribbon.
It's a great pickup, though. We may have to come here 3 times. Oh, we saw that something was in Melmond, right? Was it the power punk?
I think it was. I didn't say it was on the princess, so that should be the locked item.
Yeah, that should be the locked.
Ah, fabulous hint.
We'll see if Kuma does any better with this pack of blue dragons. We have Nuke at 5. It's not a great place for it, but it's learnable.
That's still acceptable. Life and Heal 3. I think Life should be learnable by that red mage. Heal 3, questionable.
Yeah, I don't remember on that slot. The Life is learnable. With Life 2 at level 3, you're probably not going to be using it, but you might as well pick it up.
As I say, did you have Life 1 and Life 2 on in battle, or just Life 1?
Oh, I think it's Life 2.
Where's that flag? Shops and Magic. Yeah, Life 1 and Life 2. Okay. So yeah, not as important.
Fizzle takes a second before realizing just how this vertically flipped Mirage 1 is going to work. White shirt plus 3 behind those dragons. That's actually pretty good. Mostly just for the free Inf 2, but I would be happy to pick that up. Unless it has someone with equipped shirts. Looks like no.
Ooh, X
out
plus
5.
Yeah, let's go. That is quite a handy weapon to have. We will need to find that tail to be able to use it, though. We don't have any kind of legendary arm or legendary weapon blessings this seed.
Once we get it, though, that is going to be a big game.
Confirmation from Danny in chat. Heal 3 is white mage only in this instance.
Thank you, Danny. Now, Fizzle can't actually get through Sky, right? We don't have the cube. So
no, we
this
do
is
not.
just checking boxes.
But the cube could be here, technically, right?
That's true, because it is
just random placement,
anywhere.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. That's not uncommon for the cube to be hiding in the second floor of Mirage.
I don't think I've seen that personally, but it's very funny, and I hope we do here. Kuma picks up that pro ring. Fizzle taking a minute to think. Might be looking at the flags to see whether it could actually be here or not.
Might also be pulling a flip dungeon floor map. Be kind of figuring out this maze. This is one of those floors that's also very confusing on which way to go. Even if you know the vanilla floor really well, flipping it either direction, it gets really weird on where these walls sit. I've gotten lost trying to get out of them several times.
That's true. It is weird. It is one of the more complicated flipped floors. Earth 3 is double flipped, as we saw before. Kuma does open that box that Fizzle skipped. Nothing in there, obviously. Just some gold. Now, either of them could come up with an incentive item here, or they could both, come up empty-handed and have to come back with rod or cube. This worm encounter's kind of nice, though.
That's a decent chunk of experience right there. It's the second marked box on this floor, so that could potentially be our incentive chest.
Could be. Yeah, 7,000 experience almost per party member. Rune +3. No incentive item in here. We're gonna have to get the cube and come back. We'll see if Kumo's any luckier. I don't think Fizzle got this far. Light Axe -1, not gonna do it. But Fizzle now has access to Onrak, Mirage, Waterfall, and 2 Cardias, and Ordeal's location. So 6 more locations to check, which is nice.
Also had that TNT to turn in as well.
We haven't seen that, that's true.
Yeah, that was picked up from the Waterfall, the robot, right? Yeah. Looking at Danny's notes, picked up from the robot, so... Oh! I think we are going back to do that.
I do like that, on the way. Actually, something worth noting here, too. We have... I'm blanking on the thing. Lockpicking. Thief lockpicking at level 20, I believe.
Oh! I didn't even see that. Yeah, okay. That's pretty nice, because that means that key could just be forgotten completely, if we really want. We're getting awfully close to that level 20 mark. Yeah, a couple more levels on that thief, and we have then access to all the locked boxes, which I do believe there was a hint for something inside of Northwest Castle, so there should be potentially some kind of loose item down there in that locked room.
Fizzle checking. Underhill, I think, is the name of the vendor who has the bottle and vanilla.
Yes, because he lives under the hill. At least that's how I remember it.
A desert?
Yeah, there's that little mountain range behind it.
You're right.
My canon is that he just lives there all the time. Oh, we got Gaia and Onrak, and they just said something about the tail being an Elfland on Earth 4.
Yeah. So that's potentially skippable, but you do have to go through it anyway. There's the cube.
Cube for sale.
I would be considering skipping Tail in a lot of situations, but with an Excal +5 and currently wielding a Coral +3, I would be strongly considering picking it up. Oh, are we taking a stab at Warmech? We're taking a stab at Oh, no, we're not. Okay. Changed our mind. Not quite ready yet.
Not yet.
Thank you for the raid, Crossroads Pony. Welcome. We are showing off a flag set that's going to be in the Fall League tournament coming up. Sign-ups are still available. It's a team tournament, so you will need to find a team. But in our Discord, we have a channel for folks who are looking for a team. And of course, if you got 3 friends and you want to jump in, give this a shot, we'd love to have you.
Okay, 2 things. I just saw the hint. It said that the Vorpal was in the Eastern Cardia. I believe that's the forest one. And then also finding Onrak in the Bahamut hole. Fizzle did not find that Oxyale that Kuma managed to pick up. Which
that
was
is a good point.
I think that was the air box in the Dwarf Cave, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and Fizzle didn't get it when he was over there, so he might not pick that up for a while.
Yeah, so curious to keep an eye on that Onrak entrance to see if it's anything of importance.
Kumo's checking these boxes. We already know that they don't have... No, this is where the ship is! This is great. Kumo's going to be able to catch up here. And if Kumo makes different decisions and heads north faster, could catch up here. Fizzle is checking all of the rooms in this vertically flipped lower C, because the C incentive is totally random, and any box with an X on it could be the incentive. There's the ship for Kumo, and able to just warp out right away. And Kumo definitely has only 1 loose left. Fizzle might still be looking for 2 because of not having that Oxyale.
Yeah, I think that's my count. Is it Fizzle only knows of the 1 loose item, which was the ship. So until Fizzle,
these ghosts, huh?
We got Fire 3, Fire 2 on the fighter. Do they give off enough experience to be worth it? Not really, but that might have put that thief. I didn't see which.
The 20.
Yeah, I didn't see if that said hit or stab.
It said hit.
Okay, that's the fighter then.
Thief might be close though. That might be the reason.
Yeah, we might just be taking some fights just to get that. So we can check the TFC room to have that out of our mind. We don't have to come back for it.
I think we're going to get that TNT check. The big question, is Kumo's Thief level 20? I do not know. Guess not. And Mermaids does not have our incentive. A Thief 18 still on Fizzle's side. Okay.
Kumo's very close at level 19 with that thief. The question is, do we remember that lockpicking is turned on?
There is a lot to remember in these flags.
Kumo grabbing their free ribbon from the king. That's 2 ribbons
Always
apiece
nice.
now. Yep. Very nice find.
Both of them kind of gearing up the knight and the red mage the most. Makes a lot of sense. Your primary damage dealer and your life caster. Oh, that vertical flip is so weird on that seafloor. I love that.
I looked away and missed it.
Kumo trying to decide whether or not to go for a potential incentive item on the first 2 floors of Mirage. Looks like yes, and I think that's probably correct.
Yeah, it's something like...
at the very least, pick up that level.
Yeah, it's something like 18 chests on this floor, so, and it's a random location, so the odds are in favor of it potentially being here. Plus, with only having a few more entrances to look through, I think it makes the most sense to try to weed out which ones don't have your incentive item anymore.
No, this is where he is, and he's looking for things where he is. That makes sense. We have the slab from Fizzle, and we have a raid from Lord Nicto. Thank you. Welcome. That slab gets us the floater.
It does, and I do believe that we have seen Melmond, and we know where Elefane is. Did we see Melmond? Yeah, we saw Melmond.
We did. We saw Melmond, because we have level 5 nuke.
Right. According to Danny's notes, that was in Earth Cave.
I guess the big question here is going to be, does Fizzle remember all of that to go get the airship now? I think probably. I'm gonna say that yes. That's what my guess is gonna be.
Of all the things, the hints that I usually remember, floater and loot are the 2 that generally stick in my brain the most. Without writing anything down or taking notes in some other capacity, that'd be the one thing that I would definitely be like, okay, I have the means to go get my floater now. Let's just do this now.
Yeah, it saves so much time on almost all of the entrances. Once again, we are powering up the fighter, but we are throwing Brack. Maybe we'll see a Bane Sword as well? Yeah.
No dice for round 1. No freebies. Throwing a Confuse out. It lands!
It lands?
Oh, but it doesn't matter. Poison smoke.
That's level 20 too?
Yeah. And since we found the incentive, we don't have to redive to check the one locked room in there.
Yeah, actually, all Fizzle needs now is loot and rod.
I don't believe we've seen a hint for either of those from anywhere.
I don't believe so either.
Yeah, it looks like Fizzle's going straight for that slab translation. Umo has found those worms. That box, I can't remember where this was at.
It's Mirage 2, and Kumo has more items, so that's 7,500 experience per party member. It's a nice little treat. That plus that box might have gotten Kumo's thief to level 20 as well.
Oh, yep, definitely.
Yep, level 21. Alright, so neither player needs the key.
Which means that both players will run into the key.
Obviously.
Because that's just how Rando rolls.
just going to pick up level 5 magic here, get that nuke, maybe pick up the life 1. You could pick up lock 2 also, although I think that slot might require promotion.
This war mech is just obliterating Fizzle's party.
As long as you can life 2 him back up. I always do that too, where you forget about the fact that you have canoe, and so you walk the long way to Matoya's. But this is it. We are going to get the floater.
Into
just one more long, annoying boat ride.
What? No airboat.
Is there airboat?
I don't remember, actually.
There is no airboat.
Oh, that breaks my heart. Airboat, best boat.
I do love airboat. But sometimes you just gotta make people take the long ride, you know?
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. We can't have it in every flag set. Alright, Kumo does remember we have lockpicking, and is checking the locked boxes here in Canaria to get that power bonk.
And 1 in 6, it is a random box in Canaria locked, so it was not guaranteed to be that one.
Oh, that's true.
One of the least important randomization options to randomize which of these 6 boxes it is, but just gotta make you look.
I think you randomized Titan's Trove as well, which is 4 boxes, so even better.
Fizzle sees that's a pro cape and says, not worth it. I like that.
Yeah, that's kind of like one of those finds where if you find it early on, great, and if you end up finding it later on, probably not worth taking. It is a decent chunk of absorb for most of your party, but it's definitely not like a necessity item, like a ribbon or even a pro ring.
Yeah, and you have your levels already for everyone except maybe your melee, so absolutely makes sense to just let it go by.
Oh, this is Elflin Castle behind the Onrak, behind the Oxiel.
Oh!
And we have the
We're
herb.
saying this might matter. If this is loot or something...
Well...
we don't know. Could be something.
The bottle, and we've seen Gaia, so... fetch quest away. We are going to check the locked room.
Oh, you do have to check this for incentives. You don't have to open these when you see they're not, but free house. Yeah, you have warp.
Now, I believe dead ends are dead ends.
That's funny. Oh, are dead ends not randomized? That would...
they are not.
Okay.
Well, there's 2 entrances that you can check off early enough. But... obviously not remembering every flag is a thing. So just taking a peek at that entrance while you're there, it doesn't hurt. You're only costing yourself a couple of seconds, which... realistically, if something important was there, could cost you the race.
Yeah, if you know, the couple of seconds matter, but if you don't know, it's better to just be sure.
100%.
And I didn't remember, and I've played a lot of these.
Pro ring in the Bane Sword chest.
Not worth it. You can buy them in Canaria, so if he really wants them.
Yeah,
does have access.
Definitely feels like something we're not going to buy. Onrak was the other side of Titan's Trove, which if I remember, I think is also something that's turned on. No, Titan's Trove was not turned on. Never mind.
Yeah, we do have loose, and there is still 1 loose unaccounted for, so it could be in there.
Right. So I do still.
Interesting. We are taking the encounter for the Ice Shield +3.
We must not have a slot item for that fighter. Plus, it's Sky Encounters, and Sky Encounters are pretty nice.
We are going to see what's at the bottle. Kumo picks up his cube at the Gaia store. 3 boxes over here for Fizzle. That's the crown. Okay, so this is a chain. It could end a lot of places. But actually, we know where the tail is. So there's a decent chance it has either the loot or the rod behind it.
Oh, Ice +2 sword for Fizzle. That is a much better weapon than that Coral +3. I do feel like we saw a hint. It either said the kindly old king at the Northwest Castle has an item, or it said that there was an item in Northwest Castle, which I don't remember what it said anymore. But that's the rod for Fizzle coming out of Sky.
Yeah, rod and Sky.
That's one piece of the puzzle down. Just if we can manage to track down that loot.
It'll be interesting, because if the loot is behind this whole fetch quest chain that Kumo's doing, Kumo will make up some time on Fizzle, because Fizzle has to do it, and Kumo doesn't have to worry about incentives. But if it isn't, then Fizzle could really just be in a great position.
Yeah, and with the location of where that chain started, I don't know that we're gonna go back for that chest anytime soon.
Kumo finds Marsh, and Marsh Random is on. Oh, are we trying it? We're trying a Warmech.
I mean, what's the worst it can do? Take us back to the entrance?
True.
Throwing off some light shirts, getting some bruise cast going. This black mage is never going to stand a chance against this Warmech.
Apparently not. We have a vertical flipped Sky 3. Sky 4 could be flipped. We would never know.
I think the only way to know is depending on where the teleporter is in that little quadrant. But like, is it worth even trying to flip that floor? Is it part of the code? That is a fantastic question if that's actually in there.
I'm not actually sure. We have a Tiamat fight and a Warmech fight. That's great. I don't know what more you could ask for here.
And we're going for
Tiamat is not dying to those instant death spells.
No, but we're gonna try it while tempering up that fighter. There goes.
Kumo just keeps resurrecting that black mage, and Tia down.
Yeah, it's two fiends down to instant kills for Fizzle.
Yeah, Fizzle just needs rod and loot. Gonna pick up the power. Fizzle has the power bunk, I think. No, this must be the power bunk. Yeah.
I was gonna say it was Kumo that went in here to grab that. Okay, Warmech is missing now. And there goes. Down goes Warmech for Kumo.
Everybody at level 24 now. Wow.
Yeah, no need to grind if you can take out a Warmech. Oh, this floor being horizontally flipped.
Opens that, finds an Xbox, and you know what? Just take it. I like it.
Ooh, Badman with poison damage.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that does not feel good at all. But we do have the ribbons equipped to the fighter and the red mage, I believe, on Kumo's side as well, so should hopefully withstand this battle. Never mind. There goes the life caster. But that's okay. Save on game over is on.
Game over.
Yep.
A-okay.
This is also a double flip floor on Marsh. Marsh split.
Love it.
We're going straight back for those bad men and try it again.
I don't know if I like that with set RNG.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
I would.
we didn't have full health before?
Possibly. I don't know. This definitely feels like one of those encounters where I'm going to go look through the rest of the boxes first and see if this is the required box, and then try and figure out how to get past it. Is it?
Yeah, it's early enough that without set RNG, I might run it back one more time, but here I think it's... We're kind of just cursed to have the same thing happen, right?
Yeah. I mean, the only thing you could really do is you could target a different badman to try to see if you could mitigate the damage, but it kind of feels like we're right back in that same spot we were in. We did throw out a heal pot.
Oh, we are still alive. 50-50 here, I feel like, if you just attack.
Oh no, we put the heal pot on the wrong...
typo!
Yeah. Oh, that feels bad. Oh, poor Kumo. We've all done it. It feels terrible.
Absolutely.
Skip the box, Kumo. Go check the rest of Marsh Bottom. Oh, we're going back for it. Okay, we're not done with these bad men yet.
And if you do exactly the same thing, but don't miss the typo, you should win.
Right.
You'll then have a fighter with like 7 hit points, but that's all you need.
Alright, that's enough to see what's in the box. That's all that you need. 1 HP in a dream, right?
I wonder if Kumo's inventory is full, and thus he knows that this has to be the incentive.
Oh, that's a good point. Because, yeah, I guess that's something we haven't really touched on. A full inventory, I'm sure we've seen it at least at one point, but having a full inventory of either weapons or armor and trying to open a chest, you won't be able to take that item in your inventory, but you can see what's inside of the chest. And since these are the trapped boxes, it's definitely worth knowing if it's a piece of equipment or if it's an incentive item. So yeah, you could be pretty accurate on that one. I think we might have a full inventory for both runners.
I know we're full on armor. I don't know if we're full on weapons.
And it's been a while since I've seen the inventory to know.
But that would be the thing that would make me just keep trying on this box.
Okay, we're rotating party.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, we're changing it up a little bit to see if we can get some better initiative here. Fizzle did pull that tail out of Earth Cave on Earth 4.
So we might see a Bahamut fight after all.
Oh, do we have to fight Bahamut?
We do. And buffed Bahamut is Tri-State. So we don't know if Bahamut's buffed.
Fantastic. Love to see that. That's always an exciting surprise whenever Bahamut throws a nuclear at you and you're just like, hey, hold on a minute. You're not supposed to do that. There we go.
I think Kumo found the line. Yeah.
It was an incentive item, so you were... I think you were
must have
correct in
known.
having full gear. That would definitely explain why we just kept bashing against that chest, knowing that that has to be the incentive item.
Well, and Crystal is, have we seen Matoya?
I don't recall seeing Matoya's entrance yet. But Fizzle taking down Lich, all 4 orbs lit on Fizzle's side, just needs to hunt down that loot.
We are going to see Fizzle go through the Hall of Dragons here. And Kumo is down a floater and down some orbs, which is pretty rough, but might have access to a loot well before Fizzle. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, looking at the notes here, we've got to check Gaia and Lefane. We also have the Cardia Isles. I don't think we've checked yet either. I don't see Northwest Castle on the list, and we have not seen Matoya either.
We do have Kumo in C now. What did we have in C? Is that where the slab was? Yes. Okay, so this will put Kumo on the path to the floater, and will also be another orb. Bahamut seems buffed, it's still there. Three hits, 3 damage from the thief. Yeah.
Yeah, this does seem...
Wow. Fizzle is earning the right to use that Excal plus 5. And a level on everybody besides. Get to take a minute and move our gear around. Not too much to change, actually, here. Put on the black shirt. Put on some kind of helmet there. Yeah. And Kumo is doing left side, the Kraken side first. Fizzle went Mermaid side first, and Mermaid side has more boxes, but Kraken side has Kraken. So if you find your incentive, which I think this is, you can just skip the other side entirely, and that'll save a bit of time. Oh hey, it's Toph!
Yeah, that's an important location, and it's got that vertical flip on it, or horizontal flip, vertical flip? I don't know. It's flipped. And it's flipped in the confusing way.
And Fizzle is checking everything, because the loot could be loose. And Fizzle still doesn't have the Oxial, so he's looking for 2 things. Oh, one of them could be in here. This didn't pop up that inventory was full, although Fizzle was just playing with things. Sun plus 5 sword. If you didn't have the Excal, that'd be great.
Yeah, we can give it to the ninja or the red mage to bump them.
It is probably better than that giant sword or whatever's going on there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so from what I can see, we have the princess to check. We have yet to see Sarda We have yet to see Astos, and we have yet to see Matoya. And I believe we have yet to see Ice Cave as well.
Yeah, I think we found the Northwest Castle, but we didn't have Crown when we found it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Titan's West.
Oh, okay. Oh, yep, I see now. Okay. Thank you to Danny for taking such wonderful notes for us tonight. We really appreciate you,
I was
Danny.
just gonna say, yeah. Thank you so much. Especially for these entrance randomizers. It is really helpful to have. Another Warmech down for Kumo. A little surprising to take on the way to Kraken, but...
Well, there's Sarda with a key and Lefane. How lovely. Fizzle stares at it and then just resets out. Probably having a few choice words for Sarda there.
We'll see if Fizzle has trouble with that Badman pack. It's a little higher level than Kumo was coming in here. Oh, but Fizzle's not gonna check that box first. Ooh.
Might have vanilla incentive on the brain.
Might just not think of those rooms as containing something that you would want to go and bother looking at.
Yeah, I mean they are on the linked chest. So like, you go and visit Marsh Top, you're gonna go check those chests too. So, I suppose it doesn't hurt to pass by them. That looked like Fizzle took down a Warmech.
Yeah, it didn't look hard either. That Excal did a ton of work.
Yeah. And now that we feel confident in taking down a Warmech, we can just knock them out anytime we see one and just get levels of experience every time. We are going to go for this Opal armor fight too, which is blocked for some Ankleos. But making short work of them. Oh, it's dragon armor. Okay. I thought it said opal armor, and I wasn't like too keen on picking that up. But dragon armor, I will take.
Kraken down for Kumo. Well, Fizzle does find a third ribbon here, so it is using a little time, but that is a pretty good payoff for it.
Will Fizzle remember that this is not the incentive ribbon?
I think so. Fizzle already got the incentive ribbon, and it shouldn't have the chime.
Right.
Fizzle, you have warp. You can just warp.
It's too late in the game. We can't remember that now. Especially
that does happen now.
When you're given warp so early, I feel like that's one of those things where you just kind of at some point forget that it exists.
Oh, we might have been low on charges, actually. Used a warp there. And no houses. Trying to save time and not open things up, I guess. Not go to stores. Or pick up random houses. I think that's probably correct. But it does mean that he's actually kind of low on resources right now.
This box is the linked chest to that room that has the crystal in it. The Fizzle should be getting this here any moment. Kumo did just translate a slab, on his way to get Voter at some. Oh nope, that was not the linked chest.
Nope, this one. Now this could actually still be threatening. We'll see how it goes. With 3 ribbons, though, it's probably fine. Did Kumo get the cube? Why are we here? Must have gotten the cube. Oh yeah, at Gaia. Yeah, you do have to check the incentives here. Kumo really taking advantage of that full inventory.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty sure this chest that we just checked is the one that has the incentive in it. It's the rod. I see Fizzle made it past the Badman solo knight standing.
Unequipped everything, but I think might just manage to leave anyway.
Yeah, most likely. I don't think there was anything too nasty down here, plus a lot of things are probably going to run away at this point. Maybe hoping to run into a war mech along the way.
Yeah, or being worried about hitting a pack like this, not succeeding at running, but wanting to actually die instead of taking 1 damage 30 times.
Yeah, but we get away anyway, so now we have to find another way to revive our party here.
Could just hit Canaria, honestly. Yeah, so Kumo's gonna pick up a 3rd orb. Fizzle has the orbs, has the key, just needs to find loot. There is still a loose item out there somewhere. Could be Dwarf locked, could be Temple of Fiends locked, although I think Fizzle checked either 5 or all 6 of those. It could be behind the ruby.
I think the ruby was the one that was hinted at as being either Northwest Castle or being Astos.
Here's Ice Cave. Ice random is incentivized. We haven't seen the Vorpal yet, and I don't think we've seen the Roostick yet.
Vorpal I know was hinted at as being in Cardia Forest entrance.
Oh, that's this.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it was a neutral Vorpal. So Fizzle's gonna be very disappointed.
Yeah. With Warp, this should at least be quick. And when he gets the Vorpal, he might reset out. Kumo going through the... Do you have the ruby and we missed it?
Nope.
You do not have the ruby. He missed that. Okay. We are pretty close to the floater. Fizzle checking more boxes here. Flame armor. Monster in a box. So Fizzle doesn't have a full weapon inventory. Found the Vorpal. Hasn't hit reset yet. Maybe didn't save before coming in?
Potentially. Maybe we do want that, Yeah, we're leaving with it, so... I guess we want that Vorpal for maybe Chaos Fight.
Maybe. Kumo has one more nice jaunt on the sea.
Alright, here's Matoya. Okay, Matoya had the ruby. I do remember we got a hint for that, but I didn't remember what it was.
Does not go into Ordeals. Now, there is a loose left. And it could be in Ordeals. Where is Fizzle headed?
Oh, we're gonna go check the princess.
Oh, the princess has something too.
There it is.
Is this even randomized? Oh, that puts Fizzle in a very commanding position here. Because Fizzle is in go mode.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping that the that item chain was going to end up turning into the loot just for the added drama of the race, but not this time. Perhaps next time.
We will see how Fizzle's attempt at Topher goes. We do have a mid-Topher today, so you do actually have to do some walking, but not as much as in vanilla.
I like a mid-Topher and just like a standard entrance shuffle. Now if we're doing floors, I do kind of like a short Topher, since we're doing a lot more traversing of things. Now, some of those dungeons in entrance floor shuffle can get pretty deep. They get pretty stupid deep sometimes.
Yeah. The Astos has the ruse stick. So our last loose has to be the other piece of gear? I'm not sure.
It would either be... we haven't gone back to Dwarf Lock, I don't think. And then Ordeals, I think, would be the other location. Titans could potentially have the loose item.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if one of these items was the third loose.
We've seen Ruse and Power Bonk. We've seen the Incentivized Ribbon. Found the Vorpal.
We've seen Vorpal.
So I guess it would just be the Ruby would be the loose item that we're missing.
Fizzle found the ruby. It was behind Crystal.
Oh! That's right.
Earth is not an incentive dungeon. The tail was the third loose. We saw a hint for it.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I was thinking that Earth was like post-rod incentive. I know that, yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay. Well, there, now we puzzled it out. And Fizzle is suddenly on Tiamat's floor.
Yeah, once you're at level 27 or so, not much is gonna get you.
I was saying, especially not with the X-Cal.
Yeah. Although you only have one life caster, so you have to be a little careful with Crack. Ooh, only one hit. Tia must have rolled very evasive.
There's that X-Cal putting in the work. 900 damage.
Less that time, but good enough to take Tia down. And we are going to be seeing a chaos fight, assuming we can run from these airs.
Now, is it chaos, or do we have a random encounter here? Guess we'll find out in a moment. Full heal in the party, and we're in.
I think it's just chaos, yeah.
Okay.
It's regular old chaos. Randomized, so not sure what exactly the abilities will be. Dealt some damage. We are trying the Bane Sword. Nothing else for that ninja to do, I guess, so Bane Sword it is.
Just says no to that black mage.
Chaos really would not like the knight to have fast, actually. Feels very strongly about this.
Okay, we're gonna make the red mage cast it now. I was about to say, and Chaos is going to punch out the red mage before we use it, but luckily turn order worked out for us. There goes the red mage. But at least we did cast the fast.
Yeah, and we did not get full evasion stacks, right? So... Oh, Kumo going into ordeals. Oh, deciding against it. Okay.
Probably peeking at the incentive tab real quick just to see.
Yeah.
Ordeals is probably one of those dungeons you just don't want to go in if you don't have to.
Has Chaos cast anything?
Been very punchy and it's taken the fighter out. I think
Right back, man.
I think that knight can go and learn life too. We could also go and learn fast and temper on this ninja and potentially make things a little easier. But also set RNG means that Fizzle can kind of has an idea of what to expect in that fight and can maybe math it out. Oh! Was that what I think it is? On Kumo's side.
That is the Vanilla Masa.
Guarded by some Gurrits.
Too. Fizzle going back to carry too. I think Fizzle should be fine. I think if you die again, then maybe you make the adjustment of picking up spells, but right now, Fizzle I think just needs to hold the defense sword in the air 3 times. This Chaos either doesn't have a spell list at all or doesn't care about using it.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing a spell either. So I think Chaos is just very punchy.
Kumo has also forgotten Warp, but is in Go mode now, is exactly 1 Earth Cave behind. Well, plus getting the Kraken here.
Kumo having the same experience I have while leaving a castle at a town location. Since it defaults you to 1 spot and you leave.
Oh, yeah.
The Ordeals one is the one that I get the most. Because it always spits you out on the right side of Ordeals. Okay, so Kumo going for last orb here. Think Kumo has seen the hint for the tail. Maybe we'll pick it up, maybe we won't. We did pick up that X-Cal, but we also picked up a Masa just now, so potentially we could skip out on the Bahamut fight we chose to.
Yeah, I think the Masa's good enough with your high level and with fast and temper and power bonk, but I'm not sure that Kumo will be done with Lich 1 before Fizzle's done with Chaos.
Yeah, it's going to be really close to see that.
Lucia 2 wasn't a big problem. And with set RNG, you know it's going to be the same.
Yep. Maybe one more swing here.
Oh, Kuma might be done with Lich before Fizzle's done with Chaos. That took longer than I expected. Yeah, you don't even have to heal for Lich. Just go in and throw some spells. Fizzle pulls Chaos again. Starting off with a wait on the Ninja. I guess the Ninja just has nothing to do. That's kind of unfortunate, though.
Yeah, and I don't remember if Fizzle picked up the white shirt or not. I would assume not, otherwise I feel like that's what the Ninja would be doing right now. It doesn't even come with any kind of bells to use either, if I remember right. No.
No, and Fizzle doesn't have the Ruse Stick. You could do that as a second, just to absorb hits.
Okay, Kumo entering into Topher now. Breaking through that lock plate, heading on the way down. Not quite as behind as we had thought.
And Chaos has the Life Caster down, but with the evasion on the Knight, I think Fizzle has this outside of something really surprising. Kuma's gonna go as fast as he can, though. Down to 2 on Fizzle's side. And just throwing Nuke for damage. Oh, 614. Chaos can't hit. Nuke almost min rolls there, but shouldn't matter. 6 damage. Okay, if the fighter keeps doing that, we could have a problem.
Just need to find a crit loop. That's all we need to do.
147. Nuke hits for 195. Chaos misses. 475 that time out of that Excal. Nuke is down again, but Chaos is terminated at 135.20 or so. Fizzle is our winner of Racers on stream.
Yeah, get your GGs out in chat for Fizzle.
GG to Fizzle. GG also to Zenobian, who was not on stream, who actually finished the seed at 1 hour, 11 minutes, 13 seconds. Very curious what happened there. Maybe approached things in a different order, maybe got a little luckier on some of those boxes. But we do have Fizzle in the chat. Fizzle, what do you have to say about this seed?
That was mostly self-inflicted. I think this was the case study in why sometimes you need to suppress the loot goblin a little bit. Overall, I think I did okay. I know the clock says I lost to Xeno by 20 minutes, but a lot of those minutes were spent looking for loot when I should have just followed the princess turn-in the first place, like I should have. And the unfortunate Topher wipe because I was stubborn and I didn't math correctly, and I'm like, nah, this chaos is almost dead. I just have to hold A. We're fine. No, it was not fine.
It was not, but you did get through it the second time. So, well done on that. You found 2 of the loose items, right? You were missing 1?
I don't remember. That's part of why I kept targeting Xboxes, is because I I lost count. I think I still had one in the wild, and I was worried that that one was going to be loot.
I think there was that first chest inside of Dwarf Cave led to the Oxyale.
Oh, I forgot that one.
There was a bunch of airs, I believe, in there, and you both struggled with it, but Kuma managed to pull through. But it didn't lead to... What did it even lead to now? I can't remember.
Oh,
That's
what would have been
crown.
under Oxyale?
I believe.
Ruse Stick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, that's what it
glad I
eventually led
skipped
to. Yeah.
glad I skipped it. Unfortunate that I took 2 wipes skipping it, but eh.
Yeah, there was a little bit potential where if that did end up leading to the loot, this could have turned a little bit differently. Because I don't know that I don't think I would have thought to go back for that chest, being so early and just kind of having it. Well, I've checked all these things. Let's just go elsewhere looking for this loot. So.
No, I completely forgot about it. I might have bumbled into it when I went for Dwarf to hit to check Dwarf locks for an Xbox that has a loot in it, so I might have stumbled into it.
Right.
But otherwise, yeah, I'd completely forgotten it was there.
Something I remember seeing, I think Rax called this out, but you kind of just like flew through a few of those flipped floors like it was nothing. I'm assuming you play with a lot of flipped floors.
So my archipelago settings, not only do I use both flips, I also use swap stairs. So this is vacation for me.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because you just kind of zoomed through a few of those floors where I know I would have just been like, what am I staring at?
We got Kumo heading to Chaos. And Chaos, it looked like, had no script, just punches. So
No, that had to be melee only. He was there for 1,000 years and he never did anything but punch.
Yeah. So I'm guessing we'll see a successful Chaos fight here. I'll knock on some wood. While we're watching this fizzle, I'm curious. Having played this, I think, twice now, because I heard that you did a test run. What would you say the biggest things to practice are here? For
Flips.
folks who are thinking about running this flag set. You think it's the flips?
I think it's the flips. I think you would be well served to maybe roll a few test seeds of like a no encounters and double flips, and just like start at level 50 so you can mow through the fiends or whatever, and just practice routing the flipped floors, because like the horizontal ones you look at and you usually can go, all right, yeah, I know what's going on here. The vertical ones, yeah, I understand why liberties had to be taken, because in FF1 land it's impossible to put a door at the top of a room, but some of those are difficult to like mentally flip. So if you can see those floors and know what you're getting into a lot quicker, it's not just like the time to start moving, it's also time not spent going in the wrong direction. And it's going to come up a lot. So that's my number one recommendation, I think.
That makes sense. Do you use maps at all, or do you just play through them and learn them?
I play through them and learn them. I've played this game for entirely too long.
We got Kumo at the point of just throwing extra tempers onto the knight. Actually hitting pretty well. I think that's a Sun Sword +5. I don't think we promoted. $939, not bad. You were
Where are
at
Kumo's
only
levels are?
47 chests open. Wow. Nice.
Yeah, I wanted cash early and maybe some experience and maybe some like whatever gear early, but then once I felt like I had everything that I would have wanted from a non-Xbox, it was just Xboxes after that.
And GG's to Kumo, ending at 1 hour, 42 minutes, 36 seconds.
GG.
We will see if Kumo would like to join us. Go ahead and take care of that.
Hello.
Hello! GG's.
GG's. I hate vertical
GG.
and horizontal flips. I just read the flags today and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I miss some flags, especially that the Warmech is like everywhere. He haunts you in your sleep.
Yep. I never felt confident enough to take one on, but I have a feeling it rolled somewhere close to minimum health. So as soon as I got nukes online, I think I probably could have taken it.
Oh, I took it down and then the badman wiped me out.
Mm.
I was not happy about that. Batman was poisoned. No, that was a bad time.
Yeah, that encounter, I think, was probably worse than any of the fiends even. That was just brutal.
That was very brutal. I think I wiped 6, 7 times before I actually swapped my characters around and hope for the best.
Yeah, that character swap definitely helped push you through that, I think. I thought it was just gross. Absolutely gross.
Because wasn't that the slab?
That was a crystal, I believe, which I think
I didn't even need that.
I think it all ended up leading to nothing.
Yeah, Crystal was, I think, into Ruby into nothing.
Dang it. Because as soon as I found, because at that point I was just looking for marked chests, and the battle popped, so I was like, well, it's not a weapon, it's not armor.
Yeah, that was me in the last few dungeons.
Well, GG's. First time going through the seed, so yeah, not the greatest time, but we'll try to improve. 44 minutes in battle. Ooh.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I'd probably say about at least 10 to 15 of those was just the badman encounter.
Yeah, quite possibly.
That was all bad. That was all bad. But thanks for running this race. I appreciate you guys.
Oh, thank you. I was actually going to ask Fizzle while you were finishing up. Having run this now, what do you think the biggest points for practice are? If you are going to try to get better at this flag set, or if our viewers are thinking about racing, like what would you recommend?
The vertical flips, the flips, man, the flips.
Same answer.
Because, yeah, when I read that, I groaned in my head like I don't like the flips because my brain does not compute. I have to sit there and like, okay, which way am I going?
Yeah, some of those rooms can be really confusing about how to navigate. The earth floors really look confusing. Mirage 2 is another one that it's like, if you're not paying attention, you're going to end up walking into a dead end and then just get completely lost about how to get out of there.
March 2 is also pretty deceptive.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't go very far into Marsh. As soon as I found those badmen and got the item, I warped out.
Oh, I went downstairs first to nothing. Well, no, there's a dragon armor down there, which sure, but not what I wanted, and I was out of warp charges, so I had to spend way too much time walking it out.
Well, Marsh Cave was incentivized, so there was only one incentive item in there.
Yep.
I was only looking for incentive items.
Yep, I was too, but I went the wrong way first. Actually, no, I think I did see that was dragon armor, and then I cleared inventory for it, because I think I was still wearing iron armor, maybe? No, I had an ice armor, but my ninja was wearing, like, some stupid bracelet, and I'm just like, we're here. I've got nukes. Let's just...
Where the hell was that tail? Because they gave me a +5 X-Tal.
Oh, hang on. I took notes on this. The tail was on the 4th floor of Earth.
I completely bypassed it.
There was a hint for it at some point. I don't know if you saw it.
Nope, I didn't. I was basically in go mode once I got the loot, and Earth was my last fiend dungeon. So I didn't care.
Once I was in the air, and as soon as I got Rod, I beelined Earth because I knew that the tail was there, and I had an X-Cal +5, and I wanted to class change.
Well, we got through it with a +5 Sun Sword. Woo!
Sun Sword's great.
With enough timbers, any weapon's great.
That's true too.
Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you all for watching and supporting us. And come out next week. It starts next week. Dun dun dun!
And still tinkering on the schedule. It will be released in the next day or so.
Better tinker harder. What?
I think we're all excited for that. I know I'm looking forward to it. Sounds like we're at about that wrapping up point. Are there any other final thoughts that either of you would like to share?
Just much appreciation for you guys.
Sneaker tactic. Spin your monitor 180 degrees.
I think that would just confuse me even more.
All right. Any final thoughts from you, Mecklin?
No, just GG's to the runners. Good showcase of the flag set, I think. I know it's week 4, but it should be a fun time once we get there. As Kimmo mentioned, we're starting next Saturday is the earliest. So team registrations are still open until Friday night, Saturday night. So if you are interested and want to join, find a few friends and possibly join a team. You'll just have to schedule yourself into whatever the races show up at that point. Once Fizzle and Co. work their magic. But thank you to Danny for wonderful notes tonight, keeping us on track and honest with everything that we were gabbing about. And thank you, Rex, for inviting me to commentate on this. I do enjoy some Dungeon Shuffle nonsense flags, so very much enjoyable to get to come on here and talk to you about the flag set itself.
Well, you're very welcome, and thank you for joining me. I know that you love nonsense, and this is a pretty nonsense flag set, so I appreciate your nonsense expertise. I want to echo the thanks to Danny, and of course to RPG Limit Break for hosting us here and letting us borrow their channel. If you're interested in more of this, you can check out our Discord. You can also check out the Randomizer at finalfantasyrandomizer.com. We do have a YouTube channel if you want to look at more races like this. We also have a Twitch at Final Fantasy Randomizer, though we do a bunch of stuff here as well. Thank you to everybody. I think we're going to end with a raid, so stick around, see how that goes, and have a wonderful night.
Night.
Night.